One day there was a flea market in the neighborhood and I took part in it. I bought all the items that a girl in torn up clothes was selling. Then later a beautiful girl showed up at my house and started to come frequently. A poor, beautiful girl who was crying because she couldn't sell anything, and so I bought them all. The beautiful single mother came to my house, and I ran into Yomiko when I was 32. My life was working and home. I wanted to change something from that boring day-to-day life. I came back home after going into work on the weekend when I noticed that there was a flea market on the local park. I decided to wander in. Everyone was having a great time when I noticed an 8-year-old girl with teary eyes. What's wrong?
No one's buying my stuff.
All the things looked torn up and useless. Okay, I'll buy it all.
Huh?
I ended up buying everything, almost trying to look cool. I talked to her and apparently her mother broke her bones and she's in the hospital. She talked to her mom and told her that I bought everything. She said she wanted to thank me, so I gave her my contact info. I took all that heavy stuff home, and then the little girl, Musumeko-chan's mother, contacted me and said that she would love to come over to thank me. She was going to come over this weekend. The day of the meeting, the doorbell rang and I opened the door, and there was a beautiful woman that was standing there.
Hello, my name is Yomiko. Thank you for buying all of our stuff at the flea market the other day. You really helped us out.
I didn't do much.
Well, we were actually struggling to buy food even. My husband passed when Musumiko was still young, so I was raising her all on my own. But after I broke my bones, I couldn't even work part-time, so...
Broken bones? Are you okay?
Yeah, I was actually almost all better, but I was stopped because they didn't want me to push myself.
I see.
Yeah, I asked my mom's friends and had them look after Musumiko for a little bit.
That sounds rough.
I can't really give you anything, but I can give you my body.
Huh? Seriously? I couldn't keep up with everything that was happening. Maybe she understood I was confused and she started talking.
I'm good at chores, so if you want, I can do what I can for you.
Oh, I see. No, I can't do that to you.
It's okay. You saved our lives, basically. Please, you have to let me thank you.
I can't say no to that. I can't turn her down after all of this. Okay then, I guess yes, please.
Great. Okay, well, looking forward to it.
She said she would bring her daughter tomorrow and left for the day. That night, I couldn't fall asleep until later that night. I was still full of confusion of what happened before. My boss was talking to me and I couldn't catch anything he was saying, but it felt like I was working more efficiently than before for some reason. I was working so quickly that my bosses and coworkers were all shocked. I want to hurry up and see her. I kept thinking about Yomiko, and so I finished work in a hurry and just headed home. I started cleaning, which is a rare for me. I have to clean it well enough to let a woman inside. Then I heard the doorbell ring.
Ichi-san, hello.
Hello, Musumeko. It's been a minute. Yomiko, too. come on in. I let them into my room and started talking since we barely knew anything about each other. How old are you, Musumeko?
I'm 8 years old.
I see, you're a good kid.
I'm always relying on her. Must be because of that.
I was trying to figure out how old Yomiko was if her kid was 8 years old. I wanted to ask, but I figured it'd be rude, so I didn't. We had a nice chat before we moved into the main topic. I said sure, but I don't actually know what I can ask you for help with. I don't really know what chores I should be doing.
Well, how about the pile of laundry over there?
She looked at me with a little bit of guilt. She began to point out everything in the room.
That's enough for now. I can cook whatever you want if you tell me what ingredients you've got. I'll help too.
I thought I cleaned up well. I'm pitiful.
I have part-time work too, but I work around Musumiko's school so I can work anytime from the evening.
Thank you, but you must be tired coming after work finished, right?
Don't worry about it. I'm just doing it as a thank you.
Are you sure about this, Musumeko?
Yeah, I was able to even buy snacks thanks to you.
Hush, you're embarrassing me.
Yomiko squished Musumeko's cheeks. I'm sorry if I'm being rude, but are you struggling to stay afloat?
As embarrassing as it is to admit, I have to support her alone and pay for everything, so our lives aren't exactly luxurious.
She patted Musumeko's head gently. If you want, you can eat dinner at my house every night.
Huh?
I'll pay for all of the ingredients.
Wait, hang on. Are you pitying me?
It's not pity. I just figured you cook for me, so I want to eat with everyone instead of alone.
Oh.
I mean, I would be lying if I didn't want to just invite you out to eat with me. I could feel my ears getting hot, so I chuckled to hide my embarrassment. Would you like to eat at my house, Musumeko?
I want to eat with you.
What do you say, Yomiko?
I'm sorry for misunderstanding. I'd really appreciate that.
Not a problem. Let's eat then.
Yes, thank you.
Yomiko was a little embarrassed, and Cupid had paid me a visit. Thinking back now, this was the moment that I started to feel like my life had gotten a little more color to it. She came over almost every day after that. Yomiko and I started getting used to our lives.
What do you want to eat today?
I'll eat anything that you make.
Oh, come on. That doesn't help me at all.
Then I guess I'd like a hamburger patty.
You want hamburger patty again? You're like a child.
Come on, your mom's hamburgers are delicious.
Hers are the best in the world.
Right?
Come on, you two, stop.
She was embarrassed in telling us to stop, but she continued to make us our hamburger patties. I lapped it up like a dog. It was so good that I regretted eating it so quickly. We watched some TV and talked for a little while before it was getting time for them to go home.
Musumiko, let's go home for the night.
What? I want to stay Ichi-san still?
Not today. We'll be back again, Ichi-san.
She was hiding her still red face before taking Musameko and leaving the house. That was so cute. I was a little sad by how quiet it was, but my heart was noisy. After they started to come over frequently, we started texting each other over nothing. It was mostly over Musameko. She seemed to have taken a liking in me and Yomiko, and I had gotten closer very quickly. Then...
Ichi-san, over here.
we decided to go to the zoo one day.
Thank you for coming today.
Sorry. I know you're a busy man.
It's totally fine. I wanted to hang out with you two anyway, and this is just a thank you for everything.
Oh, you. I'm always so thankful for you.
Guys, stop talking already. I want to play a lot today, so let's go inside.
Right. The time I spent with them became very special to me before I knew it. My boring life was now fun with the time with the two of them in it. They're so important to me, but what does that mean, and who am I to these two?
Ichi-san, look! There's a really cool lion.
Yeah, look at that.
Huh? You seem upset. Are you bored?
No, it's not that. Sorry, I was just in the middle of thinking about something.
Really? If you want help, I can listen.
You really are so kind and mature. I'll talk to you if something comes up, okay?
Leave it to me.
Musumiku, sorry. She's such a handful sometimes.
It's okay, this really does help me cheer up.
I mean, okay, but
Musameko wanted to go to the petting area. You could pet the animals and feed them, so Musameko was all kinds of happy.
Come on, Mom. Come in.
yeah. I guess I can try petting the animals too.
Yeah.
I was watching them from a little away. Then one of the employees started to talk to me.
How about you too, Dad?
Oh, I'm okay. Thanks, I'm not her dad, I'm just with them right now.
Sorry about that.
The employee apologized deeply to me, but I didn't feel too upset about that. I see, from people around us, we look like a family. Family with them, huh? They come over sometimes, but it's not like we live together. But the time I spend with them is priceless, so I think if we did become a family, it'd be a lot of fun. We were on the way home after we had a great time at the zoo. Musameko was tired and fell asleep. Yamiko was carrying her until we walked home.
Thank you for today.
No, thank you for today. If you want, next week.
Oh, I'm busy next week. Sorry, I actually had something I had to do later today, so I gotta go home quick. I'll reach out to you again.
Yeah. She's acting differently from usual, but she seems tired. If she's got something to do, I guess I can't stop her. I had noticed that she was acting slightly strangely. I texted her a thank you for today, and I texted her like I normally do the next day. However, she was answering me at first, but she slowly stopped answering me entirely. Does she dislike me now? I liked her. I could hear my feelings leaking out. I had fallen for her the moment I saw her, but I would come up with excuses like she's got Musumeko and I can't make them happy. I pretended not to notice. I took out my wallet with my phone before jumping out of my house. I had heard the address as a just in case, but this was the first time I was actually going over to her house. I didn't realize I'd get lost. This is such a bad time.
Ichi-san?
Musumeko?
Did you come to see Mom?
Yeah, I was going to, but then I got lost.
Oh, Ichi-san! But it's perfect timing. I was actually going to visit you now.
Huh?
Mom has been upset this whole time. She's been upset since we stopped going over to your house. So, I was inviting her to go to your house, but she just says no. I won't see him anymore. But I figured she was at the end of her patience. So I told her I was going to go shopping. But I was going to see you. I like the time we spent together. So I wanted to hang out with you like before.
Musumeko tells me how she's feeling honestly. Both Yomiko and I were thinking about too much without being honest. Maybe Musumeko was the most mature. Where's your mom, Musumeko?
At home. Come on, follow me.
I started following Musumeko into her house. I was nervous about going to the house for the first time, but then the doors to their house opened up. Yomiko!
Ichi-san? And Musumiko? Did you bring him?
Yeah, I wanted you two to really talk it out.
Musumiko.
Yomiko, I want to stay with the two of you going forward. I fell for you the moment I saw you.
Ichi-san.
I wanted to be with you more. Not just weekends, but weekdays, nights. The moment I wake up in the morning, I just want to live with you and spend every day with you. That's how much I like you and Musumeko, and that's important too. I want to be a family. I want to marry you.
Huh?
I don't know why you're avoiding me, so if there's something you don't like about me, please tell me. If I have a chance, I'd like to go out with you and become family with you eventually.
Ichi-san. Please, stop.
Is that a no? If you really don't like me, I'll be sure to avoid you, so just please.
No. It's not that. Musumiko is around you, so I have to... It's not that I don't like it. I'm happy, but... I'm embarrassed.
Sorry.
What? I like it, if anything. If Ichi-san is going to be family, then you gotta tell me anyway.
Yeah, but... fine. I like you too, Ichi-san, but... You're still unmarried, so I'm sure getting with me who has been married and has a child, I figured it would be a burden to you. When we went to the zoo and they thought we were a family, I thought it was just going to be a problem for you. So I figured I couldn't back out if I got any closer, so I avoided you.
Yomiko?
I'm sorry. I had to think about everyone's feelings and not just my own. But I thought a little too much. I didn't think enough about how you felt. I thought I did, but I was wrong. So...
Huh?
Well,
This is how I feel. Let's all have a great life together.
Yes, please. That's how we started dating, and in a month's time, they moved into my house. I wanted to hurry up and support those two since they were struggling. Our relationship was already solid, so our lives were perfect. Musumeko was also cooperative, so Yomiko and I got married within the year. Musumeko calls me dad, and we aren't even biologically related, but I love her. And we've got a new one on the way. I don't know what gender it is, but Musumeko is excited to be a sister. I have got to work hard to support my whole family as a father and a husband.